Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am back with another video for you all, and for today's video I just realized that lighting just changed a little bit. I'm going to be setting up my sinking funds spread in my budget planner. Now if you guys have not checked out yesterday's video, I want to say, which was me setting up my July monthly budget spread, then go ahead and do so. I went ahead and talked about this little binder here that I have that I purchased from Michael's. It is the Recollections brand, and I kind of gave a whole explanation as to what it is that I'm trying to do here. The past couple of weeks I've been purchasing tons of different planners, and I definitely want to kind of showcase them in the next couple of videos. So this isn't going to necessarily be the planner that I'll be sticking with. I honestly don't know as of now which planner I'm going to be sticking with, but I thought that I would just make it a lot easier for myself and find some inserts that fit all of my stickers perfectly, and that's kind of what I'm doing today. So for today I'm going to be setting up, like I mentioned, my sinking fund spread, and I'm just going to grab, I think, not these two pages, but the pages after that, because I plan on doing my weekly check-in right after my budget spread. This month is a little bit different, and the reason being is because I will be setting up my sinking funds and transaction log spread differently than I ever have. The main reason is because I don't necessarily have a restriction as to the pages that I can use, which you guys know last year I only had so many pages to work with, so I had to kind of squeeze my sinking funds and transaction log in one page. But for today I'm going to be setting them up in two different pages. So I'm going to have my sinking funds on one side and my transaction log on the other, and I just think I will love that so much more, and hopefully we'll be adding a couple more sinking funds as the months go by. I don't really have anything planned for this month, just wanted it to be more of a trial month for me since everything is so new. And with all the new planners that I plan on testing out, I just want to, one, make sure that my stickers fit in the different planners. So let's say if you plan on purchasing a Recollections binder or a plum paper planner or whatnot, I just want to make sure that all of my stickers fit in there, because although they were supposed to be for a specific planner at once, I do know that there's a lot of planner companies out there that make around the same size planners. So I just want to really cover all my bases for all of you guys who may use different planners. So I'm going to lay down the thick washi up here. I'm just getting right into it already. So, and then let's put down the sinking funds script here, and then I think I might as well just put down my transaction log on the other side. This is something super different to me, and I'm excited to see how it goes. I know last month, you guys haven't seen that video yet, but I did need a little bit more space towards my transaction log section of my sinking fund spread, so I'm really excited to, one, have more room for it for both transactions and for more funds in the future. So let's see, let's put this transaction log right here. Let's put our headers for our funds. I'm always interested in knowing what kind of sinking funds you guys have, so let me know in the comments down below what your favorite sinking funds are. Now that I have a little bit more room, I definitely want to add a couple more into my spread. Of course, nothing too crazy, but I always got the best ideas from you guys. So let me know what you are currently saving for as of now in your sinking funds. Okay, so I have my transaction log here and my sinking funds here, and I think I'm all ready to go. Okay, so let's start writing down my sinking funds, and then of course at the end, towards the end of the video, I'll go ahead and stuff my sinking fund system, which this is a brand new system that I started last month. So if you guys are interested in kind of seeing a detailed look at it, make sure you go check out my June sinking funds video. I also want to update you guys on something which we'll get there when we get there. So the first sinking fund that I have here is my Adventures sinking fund. For this, I am beginning with $207, and I will be adding $103 for this month. Next, I have birthdays, and I'm thinking that in the future I might change this from birthdays to just gifts in general. Not necessarily because I plan on going to like anything really, but I would just think that that would cover a lot more than just, you know, birthdays. So for this, I am beginning with $40 in the month of July, and I'm just going to go ahead and add $40 extra. I don't really have any birthdays going on this month. Well, I have a couple from like my grandpa and my aunt, but both of them live in Peru, so I'm not necessarily buying them a physical birthday present. Next, we have car insurance. And for car insurance, I am beginning with $30, and every single month I go ahead and add $200. I do pay for my car insurance on a monthly basis, but I do like to take out cash for it since my dad is the one who ends up paying for it, and I just go ahead and give him the cash. It's just what I've done for a really long time, and that's kind of what works for me. So that is that. Next, we have car maintenance. And for car maintenance, I do plan on, I don't know how soon, but in the near future, I think get my tires aligned. Now I'm not too like car savvy or anything, but Paul ended up driving my car to a trip this past weekend, and he noticed that my tires needed to be aligned. So I definitely want to get that done. So I'm glad that I have around $208 beginning for this month. This is what I've had saved since I want to say the beginning of the year when I ended up selling my other car. I did get new tires, so I don't need new tires. I just need them aligned now. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and add $92 towards car maintenance for this month. I kind of looked up prices online because once again I'm not car savvy, and $300 seems to be around a good amount to get my tires aligned. Now we will go ahead and see, but I'm glad that I at least have, you know, those $208 saved in my sinking funds already. So that's just another reason as to why I really push to starting sinking funds. If you guys have not started any, it just really gives you a peace of mind instead of scrambling for money and having a huge unbudgeted car maintenance expense. So definitely love my sinking funds. Next sinking fund I have is car payment, and this, I guess you can say, it's sort of a placeholder. I don't typically add any money to the sinking fund, but I already do have the $373, which is around the amount that would help me cover a car payment. This I keep here just for emergencies. Next, I have my Christmas sinking fund, which I am so excited. It's so funny because in the month of June, I asked you guys and I kind of told you guys how Paul wanted a PS5 for his birthday, and that release I think is being pushed back towards the holidays. So I'm definitely trying to stack up so that I'm able to not only buy that PS5, which is a lot of money, but also buy the rest of my family presents. So I'm really glad that I started with my Christmas sinking fund when it is that I started. So far I have $450. And for this month, I will be adding $150. I think if I add anywhere between $150 to $200 every single month until the month of December, I should be pretty good to cover that PS5, among other things. So really glad that I'm planning ahead for that instead of once again scrambling for money during the holiday season. It could just get really stressful. Next, I have clothing. And for clothing, I am starting with a whopping $1, guys. Yeah, that's $1 there. For this month, I will be adding $79. Typically, I like to add $75 per month ever since I started my clothing sinking fund, but I thought that I would just do $79 so that I get an even $80 out of there. Next, I have date night. And for date night, I have $99 so far. And I'm just going to be adding $11 here. After that, I have my entertainment. Fund. And that so far has $60. And I will just be adding $10 to that. Nothing too crazy. The next sinking fund I have is my medical fund, and for this I am beginning with $88. and I will just be adding around $162. I'm adding this amount to that sinking fund just because I do plan on getting a couple of fillings that I have left over, as well as I have one more extraction, and although my insurance pretty much covers for all of that, I do have sort of a copay, as well as I might end up getting some sort of x-ray. I'm not 100% sure, but I really just wanted to put a little bit extra than I typically do. And of course, hopefully in the month of October, I'm able to get new glasses, although some of you have actually been telling me how you get your glasses online. So I did go ahead and look into that, and they seem to be very, very inexpensive. So I'm interested to see in how well they hold up. So I might end up trying that out this or next month. And then the last sinking fund that I have is my Peru trip, which a lot of you guys actually mentioned how I should probably put this in a savings account, just because the beginning amount as of now is $1,085, and I'm going to be adding just $65 this month. So I did go ahead and took your advice, and I ended up putting it in a high yield interest savings account. I have created one with Ally through the recommendation of Marissa, the budgeting wife here on YouTube. If you guys have not checked out her videos, she is amazing. I love her. And she just had a baby. It's the cutest thing. So that's kind of where this money is going to be up until I know when I'm traveling to Peru, because like I've mentioned before, their borders are completely closed for any international flights. So I'm not going to be able to go to Peru for, I'm thinking, until the end of the year. So that's kind of where that money is at as of now. I don't want to keep too much cash with me, and I think this will work out so much better for me for now. I'm thinking the next one up to go towards that savings account would be my Christmas fund, because we are right now going to be in the $600 mark, but we will just go ahead and see with time. So I think I'm just going to skip one line right here, and I'll just go ahead and add all of my totals. So for my beginning amount, I am beginning with a total of $2,641, and I'm adding a total of $912, which is the amount that I budgeted in my budget spread. So that is basically all set up. I don't really necessarily have to set anything else up for the transaction log. This is just how it's going to stay, and whenever I have any transactions for my sinking funds, I'll go ahead and put it in there. I do like to keep my transactions completely separate for my other expenses because they're specifically coming out of my sinking funds. And now let's go ahead and get started with stuffing my sinking funds. So if you guys do not know, I do keep all of my sinking funds in these cash envelopes that I made for myself. They all have their respective category in the front. I do sell these cash envelopes in my shop. As of now, they're all sold out, but make sure you follow me on Instagram if you guys are interested in any restock updates. I always like to update, for the most part, on Instagram at least a day before the release, or most of the time a day before the release. I am going to keep them on the side. I will also go ahead and leave a link down below for this little transparent binder where I keep all of my sinking fund cash envelopes if you guys are interested. For adventures, I am going to be adding $103. I have a lot of $1 bills this time around, so let me just fix all these bills here. Adventures. Next, for birthdays, I'm going to be adding $40. So let's take 40. Yeah. So now I have 80 in here. There we go. Next, I have car insurance. For car insurance, I'm going to be adding $200 right in here. Next, for car maintenance, I'm going to be adding $92. So let's take 50. Let's do 220s and 92. So 50, 70, 91, and 2. $92 towards cart maintenance. I have cart payment here, but I don't stuff that one. Next is Christmas. I'm going to be stuffing $150. So let me go ahead and add that to the rest of the money. Clothing, I have a $1 roux in there, and I'm going to be adding 79. So let's see. Let's bring this here now. 2, 3, oops, 4. Okay, so $79. We have 50, 75, 76, 77, 78, and 79 for clothing. Right in there with my dollar. Next up is date night. For date night, I'm just going to be adding $11 right there. And let me just add it to the rest of money here. I think it's about time that I paid for a date night. Don't you guys think? Then we have entertainment. This is only going to be getting $10. There. And then last but not least for the stuffing is medical. So this should be $162. So we have 150, 61, and 2. Perfect. So that is basically going to be it for my sinking fund cash envelope stuffing. I'm just going to go ahead and close this up. And these are all fully stuffed for the month, which makes me super happy. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and if you guys did, please do not forget to give this a huge thumbs up, as well as subscribe to my channel if you guys are not subscribed already. Don't forget to let me know in the comments down below which one of your sinking funds is your most favorite and you think I should add into mine next time, and hopefully I will get to see you guys on my next video. Bye guys.